Shabbat Shalom to everyone. Today is our Torah portion, Parasha Noach. So the question there, we know the story of Noah about this ark he was building to for what Elohim has told him to prepare to build this ark in details and yeah, 400 years of preparing for that. So because the generation of the time of Noah is evil, so Elohim is the 100 years as the mercy of Elohim waiting for the people, for all this his creation to come back to him. But people is the same, marrying, drinking, and having a pleasure in life. So if you remember also, so as I relate to what Yeshua said in Matthew concerning that about the Son of Man is also will be when he come back the same from the state of what happening to the time of Noah. So how do we reconcile that? How does Yeshua? How can we reconcile with Yeshua in the time of Yeshua when he come back? Now we have to understand that Noah is a reflection, a builder who is a reflection in Mashiach, who is the builder in our generation, in his generation. So what is happened there? Yeshua also building an ark when he came in the last 2,000 years. Yeshua built the perfect ark of Elohim that all mankind supposed to be will save also. But as Yeshua said, the same, they will be marrying, all this a pleasure of life, busy in this world, will make the people, the same with the situation of what Noah's happened. People didn't listen to the truth. This didn't listen to the continue. What is this to be? How do we come to come to Elohim, to be aligned on His way, o nga makasulod ta sa iyahang kanang masulod ta sa ark ba para maluwas pod bitaw ta. So we can read that Yeshua, whoever it is written in John. Let us read. It is in John chapter 3 verse 15 that whosoever believe in him should not perish but have eternal life. For Jehovah so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whoever believe in him should not perish but have everlasting life. For Jehovah sent not his Son into the world to condemn the world, but the world through him might be saved. He that believe on him is not condemned, but he that believe not is condemned already, because he that has not believed in the name of the only begotten Son of Jehovah. And this is the condemnation, that light is come into the world, and men love darkness rather than light, because their deeds were evil. For everyone that doeth evil hateth the light, neither come to the light, lest his deeds shall be reproved. But he that come to the light, that his deeds may be made manifest, that we are wrought in Elohim. So you see, this is when we believe in Mashiach. Many believe the Mashiach today. You see, many believe Mashiach. Believe. Jesus Christ is a Mashiach. Is a picture also because Yeshua. It is written that those who ever believe in Him will have the eternal life. So, because of the love of Elohim, that His Son, only begotten Son, the Mashiach, Yeshua, will not be perished as long as we believe in Him. The word belief, The word believe. Because if you look at around the world, many will say, I believe Jesus Christ. I believe Jesus Christ. I believe whatever name you are calling, Yeshua, Yahushua, or Yahawashi, whatever this name, we are arguing many times with these people because it is one many of these messianic who is making the mess in the body of Messiah. But that is not the core or the focus on that concerning his specific name. But there is a specific name that you have to not to forget that Yeshua is a Yehudi. Remember that the Yehudim is in the Jews are entrusted the word of Elohim. We have to understand that because that is how we show we are Gentiles to come back to the Father. What does, Yeshua already give the hint to this parable of the prodigal son. If you look at today, many has not really fully, completely humbling themselves before our brethren Judah. We have to know that Judah is entrusted with the Torah. Without Judah today, with the Torah, we will not come back to the Father. But because of the goodness of Elohim, we are able. He's the one who drew us. It's a gift from Elohim. We have not to boast that because there are many boasting people, believers, so-called believers in Messianic who say always criticizing these people, calling Jesus Christ Lord. So, you have to know where you come from also. It is the mercy of Elohim that has brought you to be back. Do not just teach them the Torah of Elohim, to come back to the Torah of Elohim, to come back to the Torah, to the commandments of Elohim, the basic things. As we say, because we have to understand, those who ever believe in Him will not perish, but have an eternal life. How does we determine that? Because everybody will say, I believe Jesus Christ, I believe Yeshua, I believe Yeshua, I believe Yahushua, or I believe Yahawashi. I don't know what is other all this calling this Mashak them. No? But Yeshua said, many who come to Him and said, Master, Master, we are doing this, that, and that in your name. And everyone now is boasting they have the right name. This is why I say back again to the oracle of Elohim, that you keep it, because that is the promise of Elohim. Promise of Elohim that they will keep that through David. It is written, through David, there will always be a light in Jerusalem. Because why is what? It's not the Jew, it's the light. It's the Torah of Elohim. That is the light. The Torah of Elohim. Have you read it in Proverbs? Thy word is the lamp unto thy feet, and the light unto my path. The word of Elohim. The word of Elohim is a Torah. Kanang gipanggakos-gakos di sa kanang mga Hudiyo mo nay Torah. Because that is just a letter, and behind that there is a spirit and life. That is. And many who was rejecting that, and they don't want to study the Torah because they want just the doctrines of man. They have no patience. It is a commandment to study the Torah. It is a commandment to read His word every Shabbat. Because that is our light, our path. How to walk in this world. How to have a life before aligned unto Elohim. That is the purpose. And many as with the rebellious heart, they do want to read that and do want to learn themselves. Because I'm talking to the people who are called by Elohim. Be merciful to others because Elohim is merciful. Instead to fight. I know those people is really boastful. They are building their own kingdom. No, you don't do that. Yeshua has built already the ark. And this is the body of Messiah. The body of Messiah is built in everyone's stone. Your stone, my stone, your stone. This is what Shapira said, the stone. But Shaul said also that we are jointly with the stone. Joined together, build up. And who is the master builder? It is Shaul. He said that. Shaul is the master builder. Why? Because this is how he is edifying the body of Messiah to form into the faith of Mashiach. But unfortunately today, because the heart, we are carnal. No, you have to respect from, especially from these old people, you know. Especially young people they don't have. It just, you have to respect me. You have to respect to the gray hair, and not that the old people respect you. Learn from them, because there is an idiom in French that when we are young, we learn. We are learning. When we are old, we understand. That is an idiomatic expression here in France. So you know, and this is what happened for many. Because many, these young people, to boast always with the wrong doctrine, because it's not their fault, it is those who, the root of giving this teaching, which is not edifying the body of Messiah, but making a division. So you have to choose if either you want to be part of this, what Yeshua's ark has built, or you want to stay outside. You don't want, because everyone, we are unique for our stone. We are stone to be piled up in the temple of Elohim, because Elohim will dwell in this. Yeshua is the high priest. This is the temple, this is the ark. Yeshua is the one who atoned the sins of the world. I say the sins of the world, not just Israel, to the sins of the world. We are the descendants, because the door is open for every humankind. This is why he doesn't, I love Jacob but I hate Esau. You see, it is said in Romans. Because Elohim has mercy to those who have mercy. I will have mercy to those who have mercy. But if we are still boasting, we like to be in the pleasure of life, you know, what is the attitude of Esau? Esau is a attitude of love to be in the satisfaction of the world. We are not called for that. We are called to change, because our journey, we are entering to the promised land. Yeshua will come back for the wedding, for the marriage. So if our self is not ready, this vessel, Shaul said that this vessel, if it is not ready, what you will do? Elohim will not dwell on a filthy garment, the filthy house. Because we need one another para to build up this, to join into the body of Messiah. What does Shaul said? Jew or Greek is no more, is one. And in the commonwealth of Israel, we become the commonwealth of Israel. Everybody is come in. That is the ark of Mashiach, the temple of Elohim, in a spiritual understanding, from natural to spiritual. The ark is a picture, is a wood, you see. And what does Elohim said to him? To build some rooms. What is written in the Brit Kadasha? In my Father's house, there are many rooms. You have to connect that. There are many rooms. Because that is represent to ourself. Everyone is unique. And we need this edification into the body of Messiah to build up, because the Mashiach will not come back unless we are not ready. The Mashiach is already ready, but we are not ready. Why? Because we are still dirty in this vessel. This house is dirty. We need to cleanse. To put off our old person. This is what Shaul said. Repeating again my study because this is what he wants. But we are not ready because of our many things to remove in life. Because we need to come up to this point that it is Elohim will guide us into the promised land. We have the picture already. Why? What is the connection now with the Noah's Ark? The perfect understanding. How many days the ark in the water? Is 40 days. How many days the journey of the children of Israel is 40 years in the wilderness. Their journey is 40 years. You see? How many days Yeshua has fast? 40 days and 40 nights. What does it mean? This journey is in the wilderness is a journey of denying ourselves. This is what Elohim is waiting for us. That we must deny ourselves and into a complete obedience unto Elohim to follow His way. Don't plan anything anymore. Don't plan. Just wait upon Elohim. What is His will to us? Because we are in the spiritual Egypt. Spiritual wilderness. So, this is what we have to understand that. Because when people are stubborn in their character, what happened? We will turn in our own problem. We will repeating because you don't move from your journey. Why? Because of stubbornness, rebellion in the heart. If you want to stay there, when Elohim is drawing you, you should grow in your walk unto Mashiach, and not to remain where you are. I'm talking in the inside of the body because there are many outside. It is the job of Elohim to bring them back. It is Elohim who draw them. It is written, It is written. It's only the Father will draw. So you have to pray for them instead to attack those people, and to attack them because they are calling Jesus Christ, this calling Lord. What you can do is to bring back them to the Torah, bring the commandments. You must be the example from this still outside, and not to attack them because you're in thinking that you are in the right position because you said that you are in the truth, so-called truth. Don't be boast. This is what Shaul said. Don't boast. Not even to our brethren Judah. Because they are still outside. They are the last to be redeemed by Yeshua. Until the pour out of the supplication to them. It is the perfect wedding. The ark. What Yeshua built. What does Yeshua said to his disciple? Throw the net to the right side. And how many fish they have catch? 153. What does it mean? Why not 150? Why not 152? Why not 160? 53 fish was catch. Do you understand that? Have you heard that the study from the Torah about that? 153 is the gematria of Bezalel. Who is Bezalel in the Torah? Who is a Bezalel in the Torah? He is the architect of the tabernacle in the wilderness. He is the architect. And Yeshua told that to his disciple. And those who will be catch with the fish, they will build their house. They will build their tabernacle unto Elohim. For Elohim. You see the connection is very beautiful, this study. How? So that we can join together in the inside in the ark. What Yeshua? What Yeshua? What does it said in Noah? Elohim said to pitch. Let us read. Yeah, this is here. Genesis 6:14. It is written, "Make thee an ark of gopher wood. Rooms shall thou make in ark, and shall pitch within and without, with pitch." You know pitch. If you look at that pitch, we have spoken that this morning to my husband. If you read what is pitch in Hebrew, means kapar. To pitch in Hebrew is kafar. Kapar. Or we can get the root. It's a cover, a cover. What does Yeshua did? Is he not the one who covered the sins of many and become atonement for the whole world? Is he not the one who atoned to cover from his own blood? But here is a kafar in the ark. What Noah will build is to cover. The ark will cover. The ark will be floating in the water. They will be destroyed with water. But Elohim will not destroy anymore with the water. But what does Yeshua will give? That he will baptize in fire. So now it's different. So this is the ark what Yeshua built is the body of Messiah, the heavenly Jerusalem, the stone which he is the chief cornerstone to be built. Every one of us is unique, and we are stone to be put in the. We need one another to build up this temple of Elohim that he may dwell, because Yeshua is our high priest. And Shaul said, "You are the royal priest, a chosen generation." This is the ark of Elohim, the ark which is built by Mashiach, the body of Messiah. That is the ark of Mashiach. He is building. So if we continue to fight one another, how can the Mashiach, how come his coming be hastening? If we are continuing fighting one another in this body of Messiah, it will not. Because our attitude is wrong. We have to change that. Because if we don't change, it is Elohim will change. Because Elohim will call his people, really. What does he did to the children of Israel in the wilderness? If we are stubborn, what happened? You will turn and turn and turn and turn, because Elohim is waiting that we have to change our mindset. That will change and become humble, to humble us. No, we are not humble. The same. Our attitude is arrogant towards one another. Because everyone is fighting with all this. Because there is we have to understand that Satan is there to make us division. And many has not understood that, because everybody is carnal. We are carnal. And there's no exception with that. But as long as we don't learn to humble ourselves to one another, then this anger, because we anger when somebody attack, we become anger. You have a voice of freedom, but do not attack. So you have to pray for the guidance of Elohim. You know what? This is why in the marriage of the land is this. So we're waiting for the time. Elohim is waiting for us that we change. Because if this is it is written, it will be hastening the time. This COVID we have now is waiting for the fullness of the Gentiles to come in, that they may come to seek Elohim through Yeshua, to seek the Mashiach of Elohim. but people will not remain. But those who are called, we should be humble for ourselves towards others, because I see this it's very sad. I'm not against all those who are members. I'm against those who are leading with this many groups who are trying to attack, to make division. If you don't make yourself edifying in the body of Messiah, what he has built, I say shalom, and may Jehovah bless you and keep you.